Dr. Jamal Harrison Bryant.
Thank you, sir.
And congratulations on what New Birth is doing with that whole housing piece.
Thank you.
What made you do it? When you showed up at New Birth,
Yes.
was that on your to-do list?
When I showed up at New Birth, I didn't know we had $34 million worth of debt. When I showed up at New Birth, I didn't know we were 6 months to foreclosure. When I showed up at New Birth, I didn't know they couldn't pay me the salary they told me. When I showed up at New Birth, I didn't know I was gonna be living at Embassy Suites for 6 months. When I showed up at New Birth, I didn't know that Wiley Funeral Home had to loan me a car.
No.
Because I didn't have nothing to drive. Jasper, I'm trying to
say.
figure out how to pay off this debt. When I went through dark spaces, nobody reached for me. When I went through my divorce, large measures of the Black church walked away from me. I'm embarrassed. This is my first time saying this in public space. I'm embarrassed that I was reaffirmed in public space by Benny Hinn and Mike Murdoch.
Ooh. Two white men.
Two white men. That's how I got on TBN every week, is they pulled me in when Black preachers pushed me away.
What kind of relationship do you have with Ed now?
Ed who?
Bishop's son.
None.
Are you willing to have a conversation?
Have had. I offered him my first job. I can't steal from you what I didn't have to offer.
You know, this is pretty obvious.
Yeah.
What you're saying. This ain't politically correct. And you want that to be heard like that clearly.
Yes.
Hey, what's up? I was just checking out my YouTube analytics and I'm really kind of surprised. You know what? Maybe you thought you were subscribing. You know, YouTube would do crazy stuff and they'll unsubscribe you, this, that, and the other. But do me a favor, please. You already know the song and dance. The more people subscribe, the more it gets pushed out. I really want this content to get pushed out. So if you think you've subscribed, check and make sure. If you haven't subscribed, don't make YouTube analytics think elsewise. All right, back to the episode. Welcome to another episode of Legacy Conversations, where I am your host, Jasper Williams III. Y'all, let me tell you something. Today's gonna be special. It's gonna be super special. And I'm excited to have conversation with my friend, with my brother. You know, some folks say friend, some folks say brother, but this time I mean it. Welcome, Dr. Jamal Harrison Bryant.
Thank you, sir. I'm honored to be with you.
And the crowd goes crazy.
Thank you.
Man, I like your shirt.
Man, I'm grateful. Thank you.
I love Jesus.
And he loves me.
And he loves me.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Man, thank you for being on and accepting my invitation to be a part of the Legacy Conversation and to have that conversation. I was telling my wife earlier today.
Yeah.
I think it was her. And I told her, I said, you know, Jamal, when I asked him the first time to be on, he said, "You don't want me on. You want my dad. You don't want me."
He's a much better fit. He's a much greater diplomat than I am.
Well, let me tell you, the whole purpose of Legacy Conversations is to help people establish their legacy more deliberately by looking at others' successes, failures, victories.
Yeah.
And I think that the Black church has done legacy incomplete. There's been a gap that is there.
Yeah.
When you look at our white brothers, there seems to be a whole different execution of what legacy looks like, whether they call it that or not.
Yeah.
There's this succession that is deliberate.
Yeah.
But Black church, you start seeing this nepotism, same church, bring your son on.
Yeah.
And it's very few that I think have done it right.
Yeah.
And so that was the whole purpose of me as I was refining and defining what the Legacy Conversations podcast was going to be, was to talk about fathers and sons that are in ministry.
Yeah.
How has your dad impacted your ministry when you couch it in legacy?
I want to first thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I'm grateful to be a part of, I think, a critical conversation, and I want to set context to what you just said. When Barack Obama was running for president, I was a youth surrogate going to HBCUs, mobilizing young people to go vote. And on one tour, we stopped at North Carolina A&T.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the guest speaker with Jesse Jackson Jr., who at the time was a congressman. And after we finished speaking on the merits of voting, why you need to vote, they asked us, unlike at any other tour, for a Q&A. And the young man raised his hand and said to then Congressman Jackson, "You are only where you are because of your father."
Mm.
Congressman Jesse Jackson Jr.'s response blew me away. He says, "Black people are the only people on the planet who have to apologize for who their fathers are."
Jeez.
They
Oof.
would never ask a white congressman, "You only there because of your father."
Yep.
So I think that it is the curse of success because we don't know what inheritance means.
Mm.
It is a trying weight and a glorious gift. A lot of people don't know the weight of having a successful father.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Porter II, Jasper, wrote a book that I want to recommend to your viewers. The book is entitled "If Obama Had a Son."
Yep. Wow.
And it talks about how the world would be different if instead of 2 daughters, he had 2 sons. And we saw them raised in private school, wearing suits, hosting heads of state. That there would be an imminent threat on those 2 young men's life.
Mm-hmm.
And we have in glaring ways lived with what that threat is. Trying to carve your own identity, trying to find your own niche, trying to find your own voice when people don't understand legacy and inheritance because the Black church only talks about generational curses.
Mm-hmm.
They never talk about
That's
generational
right.
blessings.
That's right.
So my father has shaped my ministry in terms of Black liberation theology, in terms of community development, in terms of a diasporic worldview. But his impact helped my philosophy. My failures shaped my ministry.
Mm.
And if I was my dad's ideal son, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Mm. Man, that's powerful.
Yeah, I'd be at a great AME church.
Yep.
I'd be an AME bishop by now, probably.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to go through some things for God to separate my family legacy from my identity.
Markel Hutchins said one time when he was on, he said there's a difference in lineage and legacy.
Oh, that's good.
And that is, I think we get it confused in Black church.
Yeah.
I think that they become synonyms.
Wow.
And I don't think that they are synonyms. So let me give you an example. I'm 4th generation preacher. How many generations for you?
4.
Okay. All right. So I have a son, Jasper the 4th. We call him Quad. Quad just graduated from college. Good kid.
Congrats.
Both of my kids. Jordan is our oldest. Quad wants nothing to do with church, ministry.
Yeah.
Now he loves God.
How old is he?
Quad is 22.
Yeah.
He loves God.
Call me when he turned 25.
All right. Why you say that?
Because he too close to it right now.
Too close to what? Church?
To you. He's too close to you, the legacy, identity, all of that. It is a generational shift. When you and I were at 25, we supposed to know what we doing, where we going. This generation, they get married older. They're choosing their career paths older. They're buying houses differently.
Mm-hmm.
At 25, let's have another conversation.
All right.
I'm not calling them to preach. I'm just saying where he is now is not necessarily where he's going to be at 25.
He is on the track to be a doctor.
That's great. And so was Luke. No, I'm saying. We always need a doctor with the disciples. Yeah. We always need a physician.
You're right.
Who gonna verify the miracle?
Yeah. Man, listen. I can't argue with none of those.
Okay.
None of what you're saying. And I believe that it's been one of my greatest joys to raise a man.
Yes.
But more importantly, to raise a black man.
Yes.
On how to integrate into society and how to be who you are unashamedly.
Yes.
Now, let me go back in 25. All right, I'll set it on my calendar. Call Jamal.
Yes.
All right, we're going to do a conference call.
Yes. No, we coming back here.
We come back here.
Yes, and I want him in the chair next to me.
Yes, sir.
Wearing a white coat.
Yeah, wearing a white coat. All right, you got it. You got it. What I was going to say is that as ministry is changing, man, I felt the weight of going into ministry, but I also felt the call.
Yeah.
And what I mean when I say that is I felt the weight of how important it was, but I felt a call to be in the pulpit.
Yeah.
To be using my voice for biblical instruction, for handling scripture. Back to what I was saying, Quad has no desire to stand in the pulpit. Neither does my daughter. My dream was that Jordan would run the church for us, and because I could trust her, this, that, and the other. Jordan's in HR. She lives in DC. She's killing it. She's excelling. But I just believe that God needs some quads in an OR room.
Yeah.
He wants to be a pediatric surgeon.
Yeah.
And there is a whole lot he can do with the human spirit and dealing with parents that's ministry.
Yeah.
But you got me wondering, why would you be so emphatic about another conversation and what him being in ministry could look like?
Yeah, because ministry is going to look different. The church that you envision for yourself is a whole lot different than the church you was raised in. You don't want no ushers marching down the aisle with their left hand behind their back.
Or white gloves.
Yeah. My sons and daughters in ministry, I won't be giving them buildings. I'll be giving them laptops. I am the end of megachurch ministry.
I hear you.
So that's what I'm saying to you. Let's bring him back in 4 years. When he doesn't have to do it the way granddad did it. He doesn't have to do it the way you did it or uncle does it. It is going to be a whole different world. And you add AI on top of it.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Let's give him some breathing room.
All right. So I think that we're saying the same thing.
Then we agree.
Yeah. Because.
But you're trying to leave him at General Hospital. And I'm telling you, he's coming out from there.
What you mean, General Hospital?
I'm saying you just want him to be the doctor. That's great.
No.
I'm saying to you, come on, let him over to the other side. Let him in.
All right, so you got me confused now.
Okay.
Because General Hospital.
Yes.
All right, cool.
I'm talking about Luke and Laura.
You grew up watching the stories?
Yeah, come on. I had a black babysitter. We weren't reading no books, man.
Victor, as the world turned.
Absolutely. All that. If you're not an 80s baby, you don't even know what we're talking about right now.
Nope.
You have no clue.
No.
Yes, I didn't mean to hijack you.
At all.
Yes, I'm saying to you, let's see what redefined ministry is going to look like. So
in your opinion, what do you think that's going to look like?
I have no clue.
All right, so going on what we've been talking about, are you saying he will likely continue on his career path, or would there be an addition?
There will be.
Why would there be a conversation invitation?
I think because he will have the bandwidth to be able to do ministry outside of the context of what has been modeled to him.
We're agreeing.
Yes. Okay.
So part of my journey these past 20 years has increased my theology in many, many, many ways. Spiritual warfare, for example.
Yeah.
Growing up in a traditional conservative Black Baptist church, I don't think the phrase spiritual warfare was used. Spiritual warfare, the whole spirit world is built on a legal system.
Yeah.
Not for discussion here. The other thing, another large component of what I learned is about the human spirit.
Yes.
And the human spirit is that part of us that looks and that is the peace of God that is given a soul and put in a body.
Yes.
And my concept of what ministry might look like for my son is being able to minister to people's spirits with his spirit. And all I'm saying is that there's space and place that may not be legitimized as being ministry.
That's great.
And what I'm hearing you say is something akin to that.
The marketplace ministry is going to be a free highway. Just in terms of becoming a medical doctor, your son going through medical school is going to have more information and access to pastoral care than we got in seminary.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. So we are indeed agreeing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that was good banter.
Yes. We on one accord.
So go back to your dad.
Yes.
You said he shaped, one of the things you said is that he shaped your view on the diaspora.
Yes.
I've heard you say that your dad lived in, how long was your dad in Africa?
My dad was a part of the first group in the Peace Corps, recruited by Sam Proctor. So he did 2 years in the Peace Corps, and then in the AME church, when you become a bishop, you do your first 4 years in Africa.
Oh.
So he did a total of 6 years in Africa.
And was his, I know his worldview was changed.
Yeah.
How was his theology impacted?
Yeah, so he came up in the era of James Cone and the emerging of Black liberation theology. And having that, in addition to living in Liberia, which is a country in West Africa that was formed by former slaves, it gives a different perspective. He comes out of that after graduating from Morgan State and does 2 years and then goes to Boston University. So while his theological process theology is coming to pass, he has Africa in his mind. He's in the backdrop of Dr. King just being assassinated, Malcolm X just being assassinated. He's in the Black Power movement. So he brought all of that to bear, and I'm the product of that.
How close was your mom's theology to his?
Mirrored. Yeah. My parents met at Boston University. My mother was a English literature and French major. My mother was a translator at the UN. So she was in undergrad while he was there in seminary.
That's dope. So something else you said about your dad, and I'm leading to something. You said your dad was impactful with community development.
Yes.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
Now, congratulations on what New Birth is doing with that whole housing piece.
Thank you.
That is major. When I was at Salem, there was similar. How many acres does New Birth?
We're on 282.
282. All right. Well, Salem was like at 174.
Oh, wow.
I think it was.
Okay.
And one of the things that Dad did was to build 2 senior citizens low rises.
Nice.
And that was on the east side.
Okay.
And then he built 3 on the west side.
Oh, wow.
He built 3 on the west side. So I see a similar blueprint.
Yeah.
With a different name.
Yeah.
You know, this whole community development piece,
yes.
It was, he had a CDC, this, that, and the other. What made you do it? When you showed up at New Birth, was that on your to-do list?
No. When I showed up at New Birth, I didn't know we had $34 million worth of debt.
Oof. Yeah.
When I showed up at New Birth, I didn't know we were 6 months to foreclosure. When I showed up at New Birth, I didn't know they couldn't pay me the salary they told me. When I showed up at New Birth, I didn't know I was going to be living at Embassy Suites for 6 months.
No way.
When I showed up at New Birth, I didn't know that Wiley Funeral Home had to loan me a car.
No.
Because I didn't have nothing to drive. So no, it was not, Jasper. No, it was not.
You just trying to survive.
I was trying to survive.
Yeah.
So a couple of years ago, we went viral because I was on a podcast.
What's
and
new?
I said, right. And I said, at that time, Stacey Abrams was running for governor.
Uh-huh.
And she was talking about the legalization of cannabis.
Okay.
So I said in a podcast, hey, man, let me donate some of these acres for us to grow cannabis.
Yep.
Negroes ran with it. I'm selling weed in the bookstore. I'm Jasper. I'm trying to figure out how to pay off this debt. It wasn't even a philosophical
this your
argument.
capital stewardship
I'm
program.
trying to figure out how we gonna pay this down to the bottom line.
Yep.
So no, it was not on my things to do list. And I had to really sit with God because I thought I got set up. I got here, and while I was interviewing I'm AME.
Yep.
So I've never candidated for nothing in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a founder.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't have interview experience. I never met with no search committee. All of this is foreign to me.
So you didn't know to ask those questions?
No, I asked.
Oh, shucks.
Jasper, that's where I'm getting you to.
Wait, hold
Y'all
on.
Baptists
Wait.
done thrown me off now.
What? Oh,
The
my
Baptists have
goodness.
thrown me off.
No, I'm
I
thinking,
asked in the interview, I said, how much I need to raise on a Sunday?
Yep.
They said, oh, don't worry about that.
and you trusted them.
Yes, I didn't know no better. I said, how much I need to raise on a Sunday? Yeah. They say, oh, no, that's confidential information. We can't let you know, what our bottom line is. If you make it, then we'll disclose it. So I found out, my first Sunday at New Birth was December 8th, 2018. I found out December 11th, 2018.
You found out how much you had to raise every Sunday?
I found out we were 6 months from foreclosure.
Shucks, man.
I found out.
All right, so did you ask those questions also? When you
Did I ask what? Did I ask what?
Yeah, what the financial health of the church?
No.
Because of being AME?
No. Because there was nothing in my head to say that we in debt. There's nothing in my heart to say, hey, are y'all facing foreclosure? That's not in my head. Mm-hmm. I was preaching for Bishop Long for Spirit and Truth. I preached for Bishop Long either twice for him, once for the youth conference. So I was there in the heyday when it was jumping. So no, I didn't think it was in crisis. I knew obviously that the church had declined. When I came back to preach, it may have been 600 people there, 700 people there. But no, I didn't think foreclosure was in the cards.
I gotta let that one marinate for a minute.
Hey, listen, I got a crock pot in the trunk. I'll bring it out for you to marinate in. Take your time, Jasper.
Okay, all right.
Take your time. Think on these things.
Yeah. All right, so when I got a whole bunch of ways I can go because...
Yeah, come straight.
You know what?
Come straight.
Well, all of them would be straight.
Yes.
But, yeah... How far away had it been from Bishop's, I'm going to call it scandal?
How far had what been away?
2018.
Yes.
From the time you came up in
9
18,
years.
It had been 9 years.
Yes.
That long?
Yes.
Ooh.
9 years.
And they're still, so in that entire time, things are
decline.
Heading in the wrong direction.
Yes.
All right, so some people would listen to us right now
yes.
and begin to think he's lying. That
okay.
they would think that the board knew better because the board was stacked.
Yeah.
That this joker is shifting things in his direction.
Yeah. So
that there's nobody to fend or defend themselves or to defend New Birth or to defend Bishop.
Yeah, no. First of all, I love Bishop Long. I'm grateful to hold his legacy. I am grateful to be his successor. Jasper, show you full circle moments. As I said to you, I'm AME. I'm third generation AME, but I'm a fourth generation preacher. I'm going to come back to that. I said to you that when you are elected a bishop in the AME church, your first 4 years, you got to go to Africa.
Yep.
For years, my father preached the spring revival at New Birth. I wanted to drop that there. So my father is elected in 1988 to become a bishop in the AME church. Bishop was a fancy word. We was really missionaries. I get accepted into Morehouse 1989. My father don't have money for me to go to Morehouse. Bishop Eddie Long and Floyd Flake of Allen AME Church in New York alternated semesters paying my tuition at Morehouse.
Wow.
I need you to hear what I'm saying to you. So my college education was paid for by my predecessor. So I don't play about his legacy because he had no idea he was educating who would now take the reins. That's number one. Number two, all of this is verifiable. Our mortgage was held by the Evangelical Christian Credit Union, ECCU.
Those are not good letters.
Yeah, they're not good letters. I got here, Jasper. They sent a certified letter to New Birth saying they could no longer hold the mortgage because I was not evangelical. The only way to hold it, Jasper, is I needed to publicly renounce Black Lives Matter.
Oh, last person to tell to do that.
Hey, listen, and on record, this is my first time ever saying this in a microphone. Everything I am saying to you is verifiable. It's absolutely verifiable. There'd be no reason for me to put the weight of an imaginary mortgage on my back. No reason. My issue has been dealing with legacy and inheritance. Is those who were the products and the beneficiaries of the mentorship of Bishop, knowing they were headed to foreclosure, never called to assist. Never said, what can I do? I went under Bishop's covering.
Man, talk.
I wasn't a son of the house.
Shoot. Right.
Yeah. So those who were crying, give us Barabbas. You're not a son. You're right. I'm not a son. But this your father's house. Come help save it. Come help safeguard it. Yeah, no, that's problematic for me. There's no way in the world, no matter how far you are, we move you to Zimbabwe, we move you to Russia, and you find out Salem is in trouble.
Shoot, man, you ain't got to ask.
Okay.
I'm walking back.
Okay. That's what I'm saying to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's being part of the frustration on heritage and legacy and lineage is you can't just honor it when it's high. You got to honor it no matter what. The covenant has got to be a base and a bound.
That's so good. Now, you smart enough. You're
Yes.
smart.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I think you're brilliant.
That's why you're my friend.
Yeah. Because I think you're brilliant.
Yes.
That's the only reason.
Yes.
That's the only reason.
That's the litmus test.
Yeah.
That's where we start.
All right. Okay, that's where we start. This is pretty obvious what you're saying.
Yes.
And my father's house.
Yes.
This ain't politically correct.
Yes.
And you want that to be heard like that clearly.
Yes, I'm going to put it to you another way. Jasper, we in the same age group. We're both fourth generation preachers.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to you another way. Black mega churches are 40 years old. Hip hop is 50 years old. I want you to have this in context. Rap music is older than the black mega church. Okay? Putting that in a folder. In the history of mega churches, black mega churches, only 8 have transitioned. Of the 8 that have transitioned, Jasper, I'm the only one who's not a relative. So when you deal with legacy conversations of what that means of legacy and the difference between legacy and lineage and what that means, you have to pull the whole thing together on what is transferable, what is nepotism, and what is flagrant expectation of a term we don't use, which is entitlement. And it's not always transferable.
So lineage and legacy.
Yes, sir.
What kind of relationship do you have with Ed now?
Ed who?
Bishop's son.
None. None.
Why?
I think for his own choosing.
Are you willing to have a conversation?
Have had. I got here, I offered him my first job 2 days after I was hired.
Your first job being?
As pastor. I offered him the first job.
Come on now, Jay.
At New Birth.
Come on, Jay.
At the 12 Hotel in the lobby with Bishop Neil Ellis. I'm new in town.
Verifiable.
Oh, yes. I don't know anybody. Drum roll. Take community development. Because I don't know Atlanta. I don't know the people here. You are well plugged in the radio stations, in the community. People know you. Love to have you. I think that he's great. I think he's smart. I think he has a whole lot to offer. I think he would do well in ministry. I am not an enemy of Edward Long. I'm a fan. I can't be a preacher's son and against another preacher's son.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm sitting at your father's desk. I don't have any issue with Edward at all. What I've tried to intonate is that I can't steal from you what I didn't have to offer.
Jeez. That's a very clear way to put that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want on record, I love him. I want to see him do well. There's nothing he can ask of me that I won't help him to get.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't take anything from you.
Why would you offer him the job? Now, you had already been hired. Did I hear you say that?
Yes.
And now you're offering him a job.
Yeah.
Why? As the board or whomever it was that was responsible for you being there.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm talking to you and we sitting at a Starbucks or somewhere.
Yeah.
To hear your candor and to hear your transparency. And thank you for that. What in the world would make you take an official invitation to pastor?
Yes.
And offer your job?
I didn't offer him my job.
Well, shucks, then I'm misunderstood.
No, I said to run a job. Yes, to run community development.
Ah, that's okay.
Yes.
I got you now.
Yeah, no, I ain't offering my job.
I got you.
No.
I got you.
Then I'd be out of a job.
And that's why I'm thinking.
I don't love him that much. I don't want us to have 50 shades of gray. Yeah. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. I love me. Yeah. No. Yeah, no, you have to. That he said to Mephibosheth, as long as you're alive, you're going to eat.
Yep. You sure did. Put Bible.
Have nothing to do with you because of your father. Yeah.
What will your legacy be?
Brother, I think my legacy in one word is going to be resilience. Is the way that my favor is set up, my success is always the size of my failure.
God, dog.
And it is built that way because humility is not one of my fruits of the Spirit. So God had to wire some stuff around me to remind me it ain't you.
So you know that humility is an issue with you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know that means
I got evidence. I got confidence. Absolutely.
Hence.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
I interrupted you. Remember what you about to say? Because I want to come back to this piece.
No, come back.
All right. So if you know that, to be arrogant.
Confident. I didn't say I was arrogant. You said that.
All right. So clearly they're
I'm
not
confident.
Okay.
And let me add to that, Jasper. It's only in the church that we are forced to feign humility. You go to Chris Brown and say, man, you can dance. Thank you. I practice every day. I work at it. I'm in front of the mirror. I'm mindful of what I eat. You go to your...
That's confidence.
Yeah, that's confidence.
All right.
You go to a singer at your church on Sunday. You were incredible. I did okay.
Yeah.
I guess I did all right.
To God be the glory.
Yeah, we have to apologize for being gifted. We have to
Jamal.
We have to walk back being intelligent. For you to be able to do anything extraordinary, it is only in the church that it's a liability. Yes, if your son confesses call to ministry today and says to you, Dad, I don't want to go into ministry, I want to pastor a megachurch. Your knee-jerk reaction is, hey, son, don't think that way. It's only in church that we want people to think and aim small. We never want us to have aspiration or to have goals because we have the mindset of just sustaining. We never have the mindset for excelling. Whenever we do, I don't know, exceedingly, abundantly, beyond.
Man.
It's like, it don't take all of that. Why you want all of that? I preached your dad's when he was doing a series of services before his retirement. I preached one of his retirement services, and I said, your dad was Bishop Jakes before there was a Bishop Jakes.
Mm-hmm. I would say before Jakes, that was Jasper.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
To be larger than life that you got, I saw you the other day unbox. I got all of them albums from Jewel Records. I had all of them.
Yeah.
So for you to have all of that and operate in confidence, if you don't have confidence, you won't be able to handle criticism. It'll break you. It'll be too much because the way that we are wired, 10 people, Jasper's going to say, man, that's a nice shirt you got on. One person at the corner like, I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be thinking all day about that one person. Not about the 10 rules.
I think that's where you're wrong.
Not you, as I'm saying,
okay,
people in general, not you as
but come
a
on
person.
now, before we sat down.
Yes.
There's a very direct comment. Not that you didn't like my shirt.
No, I love it. I love it. I'm going to find it today. Yeah, but I think that you have to have what H. Beecher Hicks calls apostolic arrogance. That we really believe I can do all things. And if we begin to walk in that, what does it look like? Your confidence is always a threat to the insecure. It's always going to be problematic for people who are average. When you say that you move in anything that is exemplar, then you've got to expect detraction. There's nobody who is great and black who doesn't come with controversy. Nobody. Y'all won't even let Whitney Houston die. They won't even let Obama open a library. Yeah. People mad at the Michael Jackson movie because there ain't no scandal in it.
I hear you. You're making it clear.
Yeah. So you got to find your resting place to know that this is the price tag for greatness and excellence.
You were talking about Dad's service.
Yes.
I don't know if you made your point. Did you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That the label then on Dad was that he was arrogant. He wasn't. He knew who he was.
So what's the difference? What's the difference in arrogance and confidence?
Confidence is who my confidence is in. Arrogance is I'm self-made.
You think you self-made?
No.
Have you ever?
Have I ever what?
Thought you were self-made?
Never.
Come on, Jay.
I'm telling you.
Even in your young, dumb years.
I'm telling you, there's nothing I've gotten I'm qualified for.
But you knew that then.
I knew it then. I'm the first person to go to Morehouse with a GED.
Yeah, but that don't mean that you weren't the first person to go to Morehouse in an old school Benz.
I bought it once I got there. See, now you try to see that. That's why when you know people a long time, they'll bring stuff out on you. They'll pull stuff out on you. You was holding that in your back pocket. Listen, you set me up on that. I didn't even see that
so
coming.
That was confidence.
Huh?
That was confidence.
Was what confidence?
The old school Benz with the big cufflinks. That was confidence. That wasn't arrogance.
That was style.
I can't catch
that was swag. I was ahead of my time, Jazz.
All right. Okay.
I was ahead of my time. Now, the inside of the car smelled like gasoline, but it looked good on the outside.
That was swag.
Yeah, that was swag.
But all right, so come on, you were talking about Dad.
Yes.
Dad was the one riding around. I think it took Dad 10 years to graduate Morehouse. And the reason why he didn't graduate sooner was because every time an invitation came to preach,
he took it.
He was like, forget this semester.
Yes.
And while he was on that one, he'd take another one. This old school Benz, Dad used to ride around in a convertible Cadillac with his hair permed.
I love it.
And
I was born too late, Jasper.
Kept getting kicked off campus because he would not take the perm out of his hair.
Yeah.
Confidence, arrogance.
That was arrogance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was arrogance.
But not the Benz.
Not the Benz. It was.
Why do people say that you're arrogant or did? Because let me tell you something.
Yes.
I see confidence now.
Thank you. But you're a friend. You got jaded eyes.
No. If my wife say that Jamal is different.
Yes.
She got pure eyes.
You married well.
And there's a difference in the Jamal that I see now.
Yes.
Than the Jamal that was. Now,
absolutely.
You've always been.
1,000%.
You've always been kind to me. You know, we always chop it up. This, that, and the other. That's always good. You were the first person that gave me platform to talk about my mental health struggle.
Yeah. And
the way that even happened was I saw you, I think it was James Fortune recording, and I came out. You said, I didn't know you were here. I told you what was going on. Right. I want you on my podcast.
Yeah.
Always been kind to me. But you telling me, you know what?
I don't want to move past that too fast. I want to know. Okay. I want you to know why I did.
All right.
because people don't understand the loneliness of isolation, especially when you have a public assignment.
Mm.
We have extroverted callings with introverted tendencies.
Dang, man.
So having that pull can swallow you into a dark place because you know you're supposed to be outside.
Yeah.
And you get too comfortable in there. And I'm saying that to you because when I went through dark spaces, nobody reached for me.
Shoot.
When I went through my divorce, Jasper, large measures of the Black church walked away from me. I'm embarrassed. This is my first time saying this in public space. I'm embarrassed that I was reaffirmed in public space by Benny Hinn and Mike Murdoch.
Ooh. Two white men.
Two white men. That's how I got on TBN every week. Is they pulled me in when Black preachers pushed me away. And I made up in my mind, I'm never gonna let anybody
Wow.
go through isolation alone,
Wow.
let me add. And they never say they never had a Black hand extended to them.
Wait 1 second. I know it's a good episode. I got 2 words I want to drop on you. Thank you. Seriously, thank you for your support. Now, I was out the other day and somebody asked me about how it is that they can actually support legacy conversations. Do y'all know what? I do this for you because my heart is to help you leave something that's going to be lasting and really help you get some tips and tricks on how other people have done it. So I'm looking for your help. I need your help. Got some big ideas, some things coming. All the giving information is there. PayPal, Venmo, all that kind of stuff. It's all there. It's also in the description. Choose whichever one you want to do. Would you help me help you continually? Last thing, if that's not on your heart, they say in church or mine, would you please continue to like, comment, share, and subscribe? Now, it's that sharing that really helps because what that says is that you like what you're getting here. You want to share with somebody else. All right, back to the episode. Well, you kept your promise when it came to me, and that it has been a lonely, hard time.
Yeah.
I'm working on my doctorate, and my DMin is in comorbidities in Black men ages 25 to 35 in the South with some proximity to church because I know what that feels like.
Yeah.
I know what it feels like to go too long in order to make a switch or to come back. But now back to what I said, you have shared a whole lot more with people. And let me go on record for saying that you did that for me.
Yeah.
And that was appreciated. It still is appreciated.
No, you gave language to Black preachers to have permission to embrace the struggle for mental strength.
Mm.
I am of the mind that anybody who is a high capacity anointed person has to deal with depression every 8 months.
You know what?
Every 8 months, you're going to try to figure out, am I doing it right? Should I still be doing this? Do I need to walk away? Our mutual friend in Texas, Pastor Patterson, he and I were on vacation together in Bahamas last summer.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't talking about nothing.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of vacation.
We 4 minutes into it. He said, Jay, I ain't got to do this no more. I can do something else. Now, nothing in my head said he going back to Houston to retire.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that all of us go through this process where we got to figure out, hey, man, am I under a sycamore tree?
Yeah.
Am I on the island of Patmos? And you gave preachers permission to be human. We love Jesus being all divine.
Yeah.
We don't want to take him all human. Bishop Luther Blackwell said something to me that haunts me to this day. Says Black people believe in all scripture but one. And the one scripture they don't believe in is all have sinned. They believe that for everybody but their pastor. When they find out that the pastor need grace too, the pastor need forgiveness too, the pastor need mercy too, the pastor need a day off too.
Yeah.
We're like, oh no. So we got to reevaluate our own space and get in all the things you testified to. Take the break. Talk to somebody. Check in. Know that you got to unplug. Have self-awareness. All the things that you have given the Black church 250 years it took for us to look in the mirror. And you helped hold it up to our face. Thank you. Yeah. I never went through depression till I went through a divorce. I never smoked a cigar till I went through a divorce. So all of that, of how it is that you process, how it is that you deal with your humanity, how you deal with your psychosis, how it is that you convince yourself that what you preach to other people is actually applicable to you, that his grace is sufficient. It sounds good to them. But for us, it's Chicken Little, the sky is falling.
Yeah.
It's the end of it. And so you healed a whole lot of people who are going to be Nicodemus. They only going to come to you at night.
Yeah. And you know what? Nicodemus is haven't shown up. You know, I think I've gotten more. First, I think people were afraid of me. And they were afraid of me for a couple of reasons. First, my name.
Yeah.
And they too thought or put a tag on me.
Yeah.
And knew me from a distance.
Yeah.
So that's one. I don't maybe afraid isn't, but skeptical.
Yeah.
The second thing is it's still hard for I would have thought that pastors would have found me to be a safe space.
Yeah.
But very, very few. A pastor will bring me in to talk to their people.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
As opposed to them talking to me themselves. And I really thought I was going to open the floodgate. And I was going to open the gate to help pastors through because
Jasper, most churches don't teach financial literacy.
Yep. Yep.
Because the pastor ain't financially literate. Yeah, so no. As long as you ain't turned to your neighbor, shake him by the hand, shake it till you gonna shake it off.
Yeah.
But when you dealing with the practical life stuff, it's a hard
That's
lift.
bad too.
Yeah.
Why I had somebody tell me, matter of fact, our therapist, they told me that a therapist to a white preacher is like a country club membership.
Yes.
They go hand in hand.
Yes.
And I wish our people would come to understand that because it is driving them into a place. You answered the question already, but I want to circle the block. You said you had not gone or experienced depression until your
divorce.
Your divorce.
Yes.
There was nothing that you had to fight through mentally when you got to New Birth and found out the truth.
I said the first time. I ain't say the only time I was depressed.
Okay. Right.
I said the first time I was depressed. Yeah. Anybody that got plus 50 and you only been depressed once, I need to know where your trust fund is. Yeah. I said the first time I had to go through depression.
How bad was it? And was that your darkest season?
Jasper, I've lived in lunar eclipse, so I don't know which is the darkest of all the seasons. But I think it was one of my darkest seasons because it wasn't until the divorce that I knew who I was nationally.
Ooh.
Yes.
So it took that mistake.
Yes.
That moment.
Yes. When my ex-wife filed for divorce on a Friday, I'm calling all of my mentors. What do I say in church on Sunday? What do I preach? Do I pull somebody else up to preach? I get to church Sunday morning, Jasper. And my church, at that time, I was doing 3 services on Sunday, 7:30, 9:30, 11:30. My people was in church crying. And I couldn't figure out why, because I hadn't made the announcement yet. Unbeknownst to me, my divorce, my ex-wife's filing was on the front page of the Sunday newspaper.
No way. From Friday to Sunday.
To Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday morning. And Jasper, the headline, this ain't in no blog. It ain't on
Local news.
Yeah, it ain't on Hollywood Unlocked.
Yeah.
The Baltimore Sun headline was, "Who is going to get the Bentley?" My family being dismantled was reduced to a car.
Mm.
Yeah. It was the first time in my adult life that my dad ever told me he was disappointed in me.
What did it do to you? I mean, because, Dad, and I understand your relationship with your father. I mean, what did that do to you? Because, you can say I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah.
I've said to my children.
Yeah.
And they hear the love in it. They feel, okay, this is Dad. Dad's going to help. What did that do to you? Or was your father there? Was he there to help you walk through that season? Or?
My grandparents had been married 65 years. My mom passed a year ago. My parents have been married for 55. Jess, I'm the first in my immediate family to go through a divorce.
I see it.
He didn't even have a point of context to walk me through. My parents traveled the country mentoring and modeling teen ministry. Wrote books on it. Hosted retreats on marriage and family life. This was counter to what I was raised on. And to add to that, I wasn't divorced on irreconcilable differences. I was divorced on infidelity. And so you had...
I've heard you say that.
Yeah, 2 different daggers that was moving at the exact same time. My dad, when I'm going through the divorce, is just then becoming the presiding bishop of the AME Church. So it was a cocktail of the perfect storm.
Oof.
Yeah. Of all of those things as an amalgamation.
And my only son.
My only son.
Yeah. In whom?
Yeah. Was well pleased.
Ouch. Did that separate you and your father?
No, I think it separated.
You just took the medicine.
No, it separated me from everybody.
Hey.
I went in the underground. Because again, I didn't have the luxury of dealing with an intimate issue privately.
Because of your public ministry.
Yeah.
So now we back to what you said. Your victories are as big
I'm
as
going through the airport. It's probably another time I saw Reverend Patterson. I'm going through the airport headed to Miami. Right? I'm headed to Miami and the TSA agent says to me as I'm going through security, "Heard about the divorce, keep your head up." I don't want to be encouraged by a stranger.
I get it.
Yeah, I'd have been better off on praying for you die.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't even tell me why you praying. I don't even want to know what you praying about. Yeah. So dealing with all of that, it was a lot.
Yeah. How do you mute the pain? And let me just say, I'm trying to land a plane.
Yeah.
But you keep opening these doors I think are important.
Yes.
That people are identifying with or will identify with.
Yeah.
Not on your level, maybe not on your level, maybe not with the public display. But I think that you're speaking to someone. You are shooting the gap on what Legacy Conversations is about.
No, it's important because absent of therapy, absent of a support group, absent of having an outlet, is why pastors are smoking and drinking and having affairs and taking extended sabbaticals, are not preparing. Because I've got to find a way to disconnect from all of it, and I don't find a healthy way to do it. Mm. And so how much of what it is that we do in clergy is out of our brokenness, is out of our unfulfillment.
Speak on it.
Yeah, I mean, Kierkegaard said something, Jasper, that messed me up. He said, the greatest gateway to sin. Preachers, I need y'all to lean in, zoom in on this. It's going to help you. Soren Kierkegaard said, the greatest gateway to sin is not temptation. The greatest gateway to sin is boredom. You think about how much stuff we did because we were bored. Mm-hmm. Not because we was tempted. Yeah. But I ain't got nothing to do. Yeah. And so you got to find something purposeful and passionate and productive in order for you to plug in, or else you will be an agent of self-sabotage.
2 questions. Yeah. Greatest victory.
Yeah.
Your greatest victory.
My greatest victory is finding my wife.
Love it.
Yeah. Carriana Bryant has breathed CPR in the places I resigned to being dead. To know that somebody chooses to love you knowing the ugliness, knowing the baggage, and say, I'll take it.
You helping us, man.
Forget the 300 houses, forget burning the mortgage, forget Target boycott.
Yeah.
My greatest victory is that woman.
Greatest challenge.
My greatest challenge is not being impressed by a previous victory. Is to always keep in front of me that there's more to do.
Why is that a challenge? Because to me, that seems to be driven. It seems to be, so I used to lift.
Yeah.
And when I hit 305, I was trying to get 310.
Yeah.
When I hit bench press and when I'm hit 310, I'm trying to get 315.
Yeah.
So I'm using that to fuel what why?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it may rob you of Thanksgiving.
I got you.
So I've reduced our debt from 34 million to 9 million in 6 years. And I wake up every morning thinking about how do I get rid of this 9. But I'm not thinking about how incredulous it is through a pandemic, through COVID, through Trump, through Charlie Kirk, that I've been able to reduce all 25. Of that. Yes. My mind is just on that 9.
I understand.
Yeah.
So what are you doing to celebrate that?
I am celebrating with the insanity of building while in debt. So I'm acting like it don't even exist.
You ain't learned your lesson?
No, you got to give your faith a job.
Well,
you got to give your faith something to work with.
Yeah,
and
it seems like you just built like that.
It feels that way on the outside.
Are you built like that, or have you been made into that?
It's a combo platter. It's a blue light special.
Man, I can't with you. I cannot with you.
I'm both of them. I'm just serious. I didn't come to Atlanta or New Birth with housing on my mind.
Yeah.
I didn't come with saying, oh, while I'm doing that, let me build a solar farm. While I'm doing that, let me open up a clinic. Mm-hmm. While I'm doing that, let's feed 1,000 people every other Saturday. Mm-hmm. It wasn't on my mind, but the Nehemiah instinct only comes when a wall is falling down.
Jeez. Talk, man.
Yeah.
Talk. Greatest failure.
My greatest failure. I want to answer that in two ways.
All right.
My greatest regret.
Cool.
And then my greatest failure. My mother died 45 days before my wedding. And I wish she would have been able to see me whole.
Mm. Oh, Jay. Jay.
Yeah, I wish she was.
That prayers are answered.
Yeah. They see me grounded. My greatest failure, Jasper, is my greatest failure was mixed with my greatest opportunity. And that is, I started a church in Baltimore, Empowerment Temple, in my living room with 43 people.
That's a big living room.
It's a big, hey man, you keep getting me. You keep getting me. That's your second time. The show was almost over, Bo.
Okay, all right.
They were sitting Indian style.
Jay, it would have been better for size comparison if you said they were standing.
Okay, they were standing.
Okay,
they were standing. So it grew from 43 people to 10,000. I got called to New Birth the week before Thanksgiving. I wasn't supposed to start until New Year's Eve of 2019. Bishop Ellis called me and said, we're in a crisis. I need you to come now. And the church that I started, that I founded, of 10,000 people connected to me and my witness and my vision, I gave them a 2-week notice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It matters how you handle people. It matters how you do closure. It matters how you transition. And I failed the test. I was so excited about the opportunity that I was negligent about my obligations.
When did the regret of that come in? Or, what you're terming now as being failure?
Yeah.
Like, were you so excited and deliberate to come to Atlanta until that didn't matter to you then?
I knew that my season was coming to an end. I knew that my time was up. And I neglected to having to focus the soul responsibility I had for the souls that were brought to me. Mm. What it also exposed to me, Jasper, is the frailty of what I built was too much connected to me.
Oh, yeah.
And not to him.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, so 80% of my church is no longer there.
Why you call it your church?
Of that church is no longer there. Mm. And it set me up because what I did wrong at Empowerment, I had to face when I got to New Birth.
What you mean?
The church diminished because Bishop was no longer there.
I understand.
It had been so built on his charismata and his personality that in his absence, it didn't sustain. And it's not ideal, it's not healthy, and it's not the book of Acts.
That's a whole lot to come to a new situation with. I mean, you're in transition from ministry, church you founded. Now you're coming into new space.
Yeah.
Why would you even stay?
Yeah. God said something to me, Jasper, that I can hear as clear as you talking to me in this moment. He said, in Baltimore, you became dependent on your gift. In Atlanta, I'm going to make you dependent on my name. This was an Abraham journey for me. I have no logical reason outside of I felt like I was born to be at New Birth.
Wow.
That my life's journey was to bring me to this point. I never for one moment thought I was going to lose that building. I never looked for another site. I promise you.
That's confidence.
That's confidence.
That's confidence.
Yeah. For 6 months, I'm eating breakfast downstairs at the Embassy Suites.
Getting them waffles.
6 to 10.
Yep.
I'm telling you, brother, I was there from 6 to 10.
A little side of fruit.
I was room 417 for 6 months.
Man.
And I did it with a smile because I knew it wasn't always going to be like this. Yeah. He says stuff. Preachers are the last people to believe what we preach.
Yeah, I've heard that.
You know what I mean? And I have had to live out, if you suffer with them, you'll reign with them.
Mm-hmm.
I am embarrassingly blessed. I'm scared to talk about how good God is to me because my testimony sounds like bragging.
Mm-hmm.
But the only way you be able to receive it is knowing I was driving a Lincoln from Levy Funeral Home. It's knowing I was at the Embassy Suite. And what your hearing needs to understand, in context, when I was preaching for Bishop Long, I was in the presidential suite at the Four Seasons.
Oh, my.
So when I came back as pastor,
as the embassy,
I know I'm going to the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all missed the turn. Oh, we must be going to the Ritz. Oh, it's okay. I got a membership at the Marriott. We passed by all of them. Hey, it's a Hyatt on the right.
man, you stupid.
Brother, we kept going up. We kept going up Peachtree.
Yeah.
I'm thinking they think I need something from Lineage.
The one on the right.
Right on the right.
Next
Where
to the
right next to the Intercontinental. I said, this is it. This is how bad it was, Jasper. Is at that time, New Birth didn't have a credit card. My chair, the deacon board, had to come every week and leave his personal card there.
I don't think anybody would believe what you're saying.
Because people look at black churches and immediately think Greenleaf. They think everybody's bald till you fall. And don't understand the weight of what it carries. Without even going into details, Jasper, my utilities at New Birth, I'm going to say this to pastors who's saying this is what you want, this where you want to be. My light bill is $100,000 a month.
God, dog.
Not the mortgage, not insurance,
A light bill.
not payroll. I was glad for COVID that I didn't have to buy toilet paper. Jasper, I became an old man overnight. I'm walking through the church, turning the light switches off. Saying, who in here? No, that's real stuff. And people have a Walt Disney interpretation of what the mega responsibility is without knowing that you gotta rest on that. I've been pastoring 25 years. And 25 years, nobody, whether at Baltimore at Empowerment Temple or New Birth in Atlanta, for 25 years, never on a Monday morning has anybody ever called me to ask, did we make budget? people just assume you got it. They just assume it's okay. I want to say this. We supposed to have been out of here. But I want to say this, per capita.
No, you good.
Per capita, people give more in a smaller church than they do in a mega church.
I can believe that.
Because in a smaller church, people feel needed.
Mm-hmm.
In a mega church, they look around and say, oh, they got it.
It's optional.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But per person, people in a mega church are giving less. And so the most mega churches are surviving because of volume. Yeah, when God pulled that Gideon, say the ones that's scooping out that water.
Yep.
I'm like, God, let me have both of them.
Yep.
Let me have both of them.
Yeah.
But it's the weight of it. And I teach a doctoral cohort at Payne Seminary in Ohio. I say to pastors that Dr. King never pastored more than 300 people. Never had a church more than 300 people. So the size of your church does not signify your significance.
Right.
It is what your vision is.
Right, yeah.
And I think that a lot of times people get confused. The downfall of David wasn't Bathsheba. It was David counting his members.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When you get caught in how many people you got, you're going to lose it. You asked that I get into depression when I got the new birth. I did. I got into depression looking at empty seats.
Yeah.
I called my dad one day. I said, Pop, it ain't working. This ain't moving. He said, what you mean? Like, I still ain't got people in the balcony.
You told me that.
Yeah.
I asked you what your vision was.
Yeah.
You said to fill this thing.
Yeah. My floor, Jasper, hold 5,000. The floor. My dad said, are you crazy? You seeing more people in a half-empty church than you saw in your church full. Don't let the enemy mess with your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of pastors, I want to walk some pastor off the cliff who feel like you ain't making an impact, not really making a dent, because you're looking at what's in front of you. Your members is watching you online. Invariably, whatever pastor I'm talking to right now, you got more people online than you have in that pew. Don't discount them. Don't undervalue them. Don't underestimate them. He said, behold, I do a new thing. Just because they are not in your pew does not mean they are not in your earshot. That's one of the difficult transitions I had to make, Jasper, from what success looked like, drum roll, from my father's vantage point of ministry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Stuff that our fathers was saying don't mean nothing. Who putting down folding chairs?
Wrong metric.
It's the wrong metric.
Mm-hmm.
Your father can't sell tapes no more.
Yep.
He can go in the lobby all day.
Yep.
You can't sell no more tapes.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody even buying books.
Or MP3s.
Okay, there we are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you have to figure out where it is that you are and to do it at that level.
I'll say this, that Legacy Conversations has presented me an opportunity to do ministry in a non-traditional way.
Yeah.
And I have, based on my numbers, I am seeing more people that I've ever seen on a Sunday morning in 20 years.
Let me say this to you. Your podcast numbers is larger than 80% of the churches in DeKalb County. Go to sleep with that.
Night.
80% of the churches in DeKalb County do not see what you see in podcast numbers. We got to recalibrate what is our benchmark, what is our litmus test, and what is our reach.
Yeah.
You know, it's in a whole. Now, your son, if I went to him and put a gun to his head, He don't know what channel TBN is on. He don't know where Daystar is.
He probably don't know what they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm saying to you, when I'm coming up, I had to be on the Word Network.
Yeah. That was your legitimacy.
Yeah.
I done made it.
I had to be on Daystar.
Yeah.
Man, if I could get on the couch with Joni Lamb, that's all I need.
Man, I can't.
Ain't nobody looking for that.
I can't.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
it's the church is in puberty. We smell different. We look different. And our curse, Jasper, is we're gauging it based off of what was our dad's success.
Wrong metric.
Yes, I don't want to do no finite revival nowhere.
Shoot, me either. Yes.
And my members don't want to go to no finite revival.
Yep, they won't.
Okay. Yeah. So if we go based off of the amount of revivals our fathers did in 88, with Samsonite luggage, and he got a separate suitcase for his books, is stupid. Come on, man. Pat,
right.
Come on, help me here, Pat.
All right.
We was watching that man pack 5 suits.
Yep.
Come on, man. Daddy be back Saturday.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
Literally.
Daddy be back Saturday. He preach Sunday. He back out Wednesday going to St. Louis.
Yeah.
Going to Kansas City. Our vacations, Jasper, Pat, was wherever the convention was.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gone.
No,
we was praying for a good city.
Yeah. Man, Jamal.
Jasper, stop me when I'm lying.
Now you're right on
stop me when I'm lying.
Man, I get excited to go to National Baptist
We
Convention.
going to Kansas City,
yes,
Doc.
sir. Yeah, go.
We going to Little Rock.
Hey, look, go shop in the convention hall.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We running through the booth. Our parents were so trusting. They gave us $10 for the day. We see them back at night. Pat, I'm getting ready to drag you over here. Listen. As long as we was at the morning session.
That's right.
We was free for the day.
Yeah.
As long as we went to the morning session, Doc, that was it. No, they did not parent us well. Jasper, am I lying?
You are not lying.
Yeah. And the three of us.
You were not lying.
The three of us, listen, our summer job was working the tape table.
That's what it was.
I'm gone.
That's what it was.
I'll see y'all later.
Last question I ask you, and that is, how do you?
55, I hit the speed limit.
What would 55-year-old Jamal tell 25-year-old Jamal and
Yes.
35-year-old Jamal?
I got to tell you that by telling you this story.
Please.
That I've waited to get to the legacy conversations.
Is this number 3?
This is your third one.
Number 3, you ain't never said.
I've never said
All right,
anywhere
come
in
on.
public space in a microphone. I'm a 4th generation preacher. I'm a 3rd generation AME. My great grandfather, Giles Bryant, was the Baptist state moderator for South Carolina, pastored Macedonia Baptist Church. My grandfather, Harrison James Bryant, whose name I share, and him got into it. He fell out. So Jasper, he joined the AME church as an act of rebellion.
That was the question I had running through my head. How? What was the switch? All
Yeah,
right.
so when he joined the AME church then sent him to college, sent him to Wilberforce. So that's how my family became AME.
Understand.
It's through that. So me coming back into Baptist in legacy conversations, I would tell my 25-year-old self that I wouldn't have even knew at 45 is God is bigger than a denomination.
So good.
Yeah. What's the next age you gave me?
35.
35.
I was going to ask you 45, but you hit it. Yeah.
I would tell my 35-year-old self that God loves you incomplete.
You said incomplete?
Yes. Because I had in my head that favor came with perfection.
God, dog.
So I had to suppress what my flaws were, my brokenness was, what my vulnerability is.
Yeah.
So we say as clergy, come as you are, but we don't mean it.
We don't mean it.
Yeah. And I wish I would have been able to tell my 35-year-old self that you don't have to be in witness protection from the Creator. There was stuff, Jasper, in me I wouldn't even pray about. I didn't even want to hear that voice in my subconscious of my prayers. And so
that's honest, man.
Yeah. So to really be able to say, hey, man, I'm struggling. I'm trying to live this thing right. Yeah. Integrity matters. Your character has got to be stronger than your charisma. Yeah. The blood will overwhelm your brand. You know, those were things I didn't know at 35. So I'm grateful to have gotten them by 55.
Man, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing a part of yourself that's verifiable.
Yeah.
That will help anybody that gives this episode a listen to be more authentically themselves.
Yeah.
To embrace their anointing.
Yeah.
And to move into purpose. Thank you for the generosity of your time.
Honored to be with you. I'm grateful. I'm cheering for you.
Ain't nothing else to say. Bye. Seriously, today.
Not bye.
Yeah, seriously, today has been amazing. And I hope you see the mission, the purpose of Legacy Conversations. Do somebody else a favor. Send this to them. Encourage them to listen to this. Not just because the name we just shared, Jamal Harrison Bryant. Yeah. Folk recognize that name. But because of the names that have come before and that the names will come after. Jasper Williams III, host of Legacy Conversation. Till the next one.